So when it comes to the bombing of Caracas and the kidnapping of Maduro and his wife, Senator Ruben Gallego says that this war is illegal. Senator Mike Lee, a Republican, said, what constitutional authority did the Epsteiner-in-Chief even have to declare this war? 1984 says that war is peace and freedom, well, that's slavery. Truth is lies and ignorance is strength. Thomas Massey had a bill for a war declaration. You can't go to war until Congress declares the damn war. Has nobody in America read the fucking Constitution? Congress has the war powers. Article 1 is the legislative branch. And then Article 2 is the executive branch. There is an English Civil War about this shit. Congress is closest to the people. You need a Congress to guide the executive. So the executive is just going to bomb and murder whoever the fuck he wants to, and then just post it on social media saying, ha ha, go fuck the rest of you sons of bitches. We have a fascist, totalitarian dictatorship problem in this country. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So we've seen that this has been a buildup for quite some time. The U.S. government has stolen 2 oil tankers from Venezuela. There's been murders of fishermen, right? 30 fucking boats? A lot in December, right around Christmas time. 35 strikes on 36 boats. 115 deaths confirmed so far. And drugs, because these are narco-terrorists, right? Well, they're only recovered in 1 case. So we only have proof in 1 case. So we know that the U.S. government isn't above murdering people. Hell, in 2016, when the Epsteiner-in-Chief first got into office, he drone striked a girl in Yemen, 2016. And it turns out that girl in Yemen, oh, she's an American girl in Yemen. And then there was the bombing of the dock, and they're saying that it was Tren de Aragua. Can that be true? It was a CIA drone strike, which when that Yemen strike in 2016, when that CIA, nobody took credit for that, by the way. And they said that they destroyed the facility and they destroyed the boats, but nobody died? Oh yeah, I know. And fucking Netanyahu's only killed 50,000 Palestinians. I just don't feel like we, the American people, should fight and die for Phillips 66. You know, Conoco, they sell a bunch of marked up snacks. So if you want, $2 Sun Chips, those tiny little bag of Sun Chips, which has like 4 fucking chips in it, I'm not going to fight and die for Valero or ConocoPhillips or BP, owned by the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, who's been controlled by the House of Windsor for 109 years now. You know, Pilot Flying J is owned by Berkshire Hathaway. They got 750 locations. Are you about to fight and die to make sure that Warren Buffett can continue to take as many goddamn resources from the American people? We need to nationalize our fucking oil. We need to nationalize our social media too. We need to nationalize healthcare. We need to nationalize our land. There's too many poor people in this country. Abraham Lincoln had land reform. Abraham Lincoln also brought about the American dollar. The Cuban president, Bermudez, the Cuban president named Bermudez, he says that this is a criminal attack. This is just straight up crime. This is just mobster gangsterism, and he's calling for an international response. The Cuban president says that the bombing of Caracas and the kidnapping of Maduro and his wife is straight up state terrorism. This is state terrorism aimed at our Americas. And there's going to be an 11 a.m. presser coming out of Mar-a-Lago. Well, hell, wasn't that the happy hunting grounds for the Epsteiners? Right there at Mar-a-Lago. So, motherfucker is just doing a bunch of poop tweets, taking a shit on his fucking gilded toilet in his vacation land. Did he even ask the damn Congress what the hell's going on? Did the Congress even say it was okay? They're just going to retroactively say anything and everything that this... There's been a blockade on Venezuela. USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier. They say it was the Delta Force. There's been no confirmed deaths by the bombings of Caracas, but there's been deaths. People died today, January 3rd, 2 a.m. January 3rd, 2026 at 2 in the morning, a date which will live in infamy. Defense Minister Lopez of Venezuela called on the Venezuelan people, the Venezuelans, to be a united front to resist the worst aggression that's ever happened against the nation state of Venezuela. Resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Defense Minister Lopez told the Venezuelans, don't panic and never surrender. Lopez told the Venezuelans to take to the streets, to mobilize all the social and political forces that they got to go to war against the war. The Iran foreign minister says that they're against attacking Venezuela because they believe in the sovereignty of nation states and the self-determination of countries. In Colombia, they flat out said that America is attacking Venezuela. That's the president, Petro. The president of Colombia is Petro. So yeah, what in the fuck is going on? What in the fuck is going on? Because Venezuela has socialism, because Venezuela has oil, and because of all that Epsteiner shit in the headlines, we're going to say, to hell with the presidents who care about the people, to hell with the countries that have oil sitting underneath them. What, you care about your own people? What the hell are you doing? Even Harry Truman did a coup d'etat on Venezuela. William Howard Taft did a coup d'etat on Venezuela. For Standard Oil, which is now ExxonMobil. Standard Oil, wasn't that the Rockefellers? Because you had like horizontal monopolies and then you had vertical monopolies. Then there was that Hugo Chavez kidnapping in 2002. He was kidnapped for 48 hours. The U.S. government is trying to steal the oil, gold, and minerals of Venezuela. For right now, Chavismo is still in power in Venezuela. The vice president is Delcy Rodriguez. And the defense minister and the interior minister are still alive. I would like to see referendums for any of these countries. Would you like to become an American state? Because if the people of these states voted to become an American state, that would be a bloodless revolution. We don't need to sacrifice our blood and treasure or their blood and treasure.